Our next story is an old Israel folk tale, and this is called The Debate in Sign Language.
A long time ago, there lived an evil king who wanted to throw the Jews out of his land. So, he devised a wicked plot. He would hold a debate with one of them in sign language. He said to the Jewish community,
I will give you 3 signs. If someone can read all 3 signs correctly, you may all remain here for the rest of your days. If not, you will all have to go!
Well, the Jewish community was up in arms. Nobody knew what to do. There were arguments and discussions and arguments and discussions, but no volunteers. After all, who could debate a king, let alone debate a king in sign language?
So finally, after days of arguments and discussions and arguments and discussions going back and forth, Yankel, a little poultry dealer, stepped up.
Look, if nobody else will do it, I'll do it.
And so the Jews agreed. Off went Yankel to the debate. A huge platform was set up in the center of town. Everyone surrounded it.
The king stood on one side,
Little Yankel on the other. Okay, I will give you 3 signs. If you can read all 3 signs correctly, you and all of your people will be able to remain. If not, you and all of your people will have to go! Here is the first sign.
The crowd gasped.
Correct! Oh, I'm amazed. Here's the second sign.
The crowd gasped again.
Correct again! Oh. If you get the third sign correct, you and all of your people will be able to remain.
And with that, the king reached into the folds of his robe and pulled out a piece of cheese.
Yankel looked at the king, shrugged, and pulled an egg out from his pouch. Correct again! The Jews can stay!
And there was much rejoice. Yay! 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 That night, back at the castle, the whole court gathered around and asked, what was the debate about?
It was astonishing. The Jews had a little chicken man that could read my signs. I held out my hand with my fingers spread to show him that the Jews were scattered all over the world. But he held up a fist to show me they were all one in the hand of God. Then I held up 2 fingers to show him there were 2 kings, one in heaven and one here on earth. Well, he held up 1 finger to show me there was only 1 king, the king in heaven. So I held up a piece of cheese to show him that the Jewish religion had grown old and moldy. But he held out an egg to show me that it was fresh and whole. Amazing! Meanwhile, back at Yankel's, everyone crowded into the chicken store and asked,
what was the debate about? Well, I don't really know. I mean, the king, he reached out his hand to grab me. So I put up a fist to show him I'd punch him if he touched me. Then he reached out 2 fingers to poke out my eyes. So I put him on 1 to stop him. Well, I guess he knew I was going to stand up to him. So he pulled out his lunch and I pulled out mine.